is there a receiver right now that you could possibly take in the first round? Or if I'm a team, do I really explore the option of bringing on an Antonio Brown? Or do you say more of a wait and see what this draft has and go in the first round and grab a receiver?
There's no one that's going to give you the immediate bump that Antonio Brown would give you. If you're a team that's in the top 5 or top 10 and you need a playmaker, Antonio Brown is going to be better than anybody that you can imagine bringing on. I think the big thing when you're dealing with Antonio Brown is what exactly are you bringing into the locker room? Everyone would tell you to a man he's one of the hardest working people when it comes to football. He's going to be a guy that really puts the time in and he's going to grind. However, there are other things that you have to deal with when you bring him into your locker room. You have to seriously listen to what the things are coming out of Pittsburgh, him being late, him being maybe a little diva-like when it comes to how he has had to be managed by coaches and some of his teammates. And then the fact that he didn't play for his team the last game, for some people, man, that is hard to get past that. Everything is on the line. You are arguably the best player on the team, and you didn't play. I think before you take on Antonio Brown, you got to sit down, you got to look him in his eye, and you got to get a sense of his commitment to what you're trying to do. I do understand the fascination and the intrigue based on what he's done in this league. He is without question one of the top 2 or 3 receivers in the league. But depending on the way your team is constructed, you just have to make sure that he's going to be a positive influence on the rest of the squad, particularly if you have young guys in that wide receiver room.
I got a couple more for you, Bucky. I got to get these in just because, you know me, my mind's always going, especially around this draft time. And the one thing that we saw this year, we saw Saquon Barkley, but he was picked number 2. And the type of season that he had, possibly the NFL's Rookie of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year. And then you see a Philip Lindsay, who's the undrafted guy out of Denver who has an outstanding year as well, but they're both running backs. Le'Veon Bell's out there on the market. Did Saquon Barkley or Philip Lindsay, did they kind of hurt the market for a guy like Le'Veon Bell, or is he still worth possibly the price that he's probably going to garner on the free agent market?
It's so funny that you brought this up because I just had this conversation with a running backs coach in the league, and he said, look, I understand the fascination with everyone saying, hey, just go try an undrafted free agent. Outside of C.J. Anderson, Philip Lindsay, who are all of these undrafted guys that are really impactful players in the league? And it's not just about, like, the stats. It's about how many undrafted running backs are making defensive coordinators stay up at night. How many guys are revamping their systems to deal with the undrafted free agents? When you deal with a Saquon Barkley or a Zeke Elliott or a Todd Gurley, some of the other guys that have gone in the first round, you feel them, a Christian McCaffrey. There's a difference in the level of talent, and it can't just be extrapolated by fantasy football numbers. It is, what do you have to do to slow and contain them? And so with the Le'Veon Bell, I think every defensive coordinator understands how special he is and what he brings to the table as a big-bodied running back that is able to go outside, make plays as a wide receiver, run routes, come inside, pass protect, and also tote the rock. Hard to find those guys. And that's why when you see guys that can do all of those things, that's why they come off the board in the first round. I think for Le'Veon Bell, I don't think it actually impacts his value at all. I think people appreciate what he brings. I think it's just a matter of being comfortable with whatever he is going to be in your locker room. But I think he still gets paid like Todd Gurley and David Johnson and all those other guys.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.